The hum of the refrigerator stops, and the silence punches you in the chest. Outside, the streetlights flicker, buzz, then die one by one like a chain of neurons going dark. You flip a switch. Nothing. You check your phone. It's still alive, but only on battery. The grid has flatlined. If you treat this like a minor inconvenience, you will lose the first hour. And the first hour decides who stays clean, warm, and unnoticed, and who becomes a problem the neighborhood solves. Most people light a candle, open the fridge to grab a beer, sit on the couch, and wait for the utility company to fix it. That wait-and-see paralysis is the fatal error. By the time you realize the power isn't coming back, you have already lost your three critical assets: water pressure, thermal retention, anonymity. Tonight you engage the Blackout Protocol. You treat the next 72 hours not as a wait, but as a race against entropy. And there's one move that seems helpful but will get you selected by hungry eyes. Later. First, you need to understand what your house really is. Your home is not a shelter. It's a machine. An artificial life support system that eats electricity and exhales comfort. Modern humans suffer from systemic blindness. You don't see the hidden systems. Pumps, compressors, treatment plants that keep your life clean and warm. Without electricity, a house becomes a box that traps heat or bleeds heat and accumulates waste. Now the first principle, the law of entropy. Isolated systems evolve toward equilibrium, toward chaos. The power grid fights entropy. It holds the line. It keeps water moving uphill, keeps food cold, keeps air breathable. When the grid dies, entropy takes over immediately. You are not fighting darkness. You are fighting temperature and decay. That's the war, and it starts now. First, water. When the grid dies, water doesn't stop instantly. You have residual pressure, gravity pressure, maybe 60 minutes, sometimes less. Water towers and pumping stations need electricity to refill and maintain pressure. When the tower drains, your pipes go dry. When pipes go dry, toilets stop being toilets. They become disease factories. Dysentery is not old history. It's 3 days away when hygiene fails. So you sprint for water like you're sprinting for medicine. Because you are. Plug the bathtub, turn on all taps, fill it now. Fill every container you own. Pots, bottles, coolers, buckets, sink basins. And understand what this water is for. Some of it is drinking water if your pipes were clean and you act fast. But most of it is flush water, cleaning water, hygiene water. Because once water pressure dies, people start making filthy choices. They stop washing hands. They stop cleaning surfaces. They start living in their own bacteria. That's when stomach bugs become lethal. Dehydration starts as thirst. Then headache, then dizziness. Then your heartbeat climbs like it's trying to escape your chest. Then confusion. Then collapse, beat the pressure drop before the faucets sputter and die. Second, temperature. Your refrigerator and freezer are not cold creators anymore. They are cold batteries. Every time you open the door, you dump your remaining thermal life onto the floor. People open the fridge 20 times in the first hour. They snack. They check what we have. They leak cold like a punctured lung. So you do the tape lock, tape the fridge and freezer shut, and do not open them for 24 hours. That buys you time. Time is life. After 24 hours, you open once. With a plan. You remove what you need, you close, you retape. You also designate one room as the lifeboat. A central room away from big windows if possible. In winter, you trap heat. In summer, you trap cool. Blankets over windows, towels at the door cracks. Close off unused rooms like your ceiling compartments on a sinking ship. Your body is a heater. Your family is a cluster of heaters. But only if you stop wasting that heat on empty hallways. If you have safe indoor heating, use it carefully. And if you use any flame, understand the real killer is not just fire, it's carbon monoxide. Co-poisoning doesn't announce itself. It starts as headache, nausea, a strange calm, then you get sleepy, then you don't wake up, so you ventilate, you monitor, you don't improvise with exhaust. Thermal seal is not comfort, it is survival math. Third, light. In a blackout, light is information. A lit window tells the street, I have batteries, I have fuel, I have food, I have control. You become a beacon, and beacons get approached. Most threats don't kick your door in on hour one. They watch, they count, they compare. Before you turn on a lantern, you black out the windows, heavy blankets, cardboard, anything that kills spill. Use red light if possible. Red preserves night vision and travels less distance. Keep your light low, keep it behind cover, no silhouettes, and if you hear a knock, the lights go out immediately, not because you're guilty, because you are a target the moment you confirm you're awake and resourced. Silence is armor, darkness is camouflage. Now the grim reality, the 72-hour shift. At hour 24, it's an adventure. At hour 48, it's annoying. At hour 72, it becomes primal. By day 3, the food in your neighbor's fridges has spoiled. Babies cry from heat or cold. Elderly people get confused. Medication goes bad. Anxiety turns into aggression. This is when the community begins to fracture. People stop asking for sugar and start demanding batteries. Your preparation will offend those who did not prepare, not because they hate you, because your comfort is evidence of their failure, and failure feels like threat, so you hide your comfort. You do not advertise food smells. You do not advertise power. You do not advertise water. You stay gray. You stay boring. You stay alive. Beat the pressure drop. Fill the tub, fill containers, reserve water for hygiene as well as drinking. Respect thermodynamics. Tape the fridge, open once with a plan, seal a lifeboat room. Maintain photon discipline. Black out windows, use red light, lights out on any knock. Civilization is just a machine that turns energy into order. When the energy stops, the order dissolves. You don't need to fear the dark. You need to fear what the dark reveals about the people around you. Keep your lights low and your logic high. The world is fragile. If you want to be ready before the screen goes black, stay with mortal logic.